One thing I do find amusing is I laugh at Mercedes. This gigantic Mercedes logos in the front. I think it should be bigger. We all work hard every day, and there's nothing like showing a sign of success. But when you get to drive a Mercedes S560 Coupe 4MATIC, this is a sign of success. And although there is competitors, the 2018 Mercedes S560 certainly represents that. Let's take it for a drive. Why is the interior of the Mercedes S560 so cool? Because it is just luxurious. Every single detail. I mean, typically I'll get in a car, you adjust the mirrors, you adjust the seat, you know, get everything situated. So when you're adjusting the seat, one of the first things people do is they put their hand down on the lower left side or the lower right side to see what adjustments are available. For Mercedes, it's on the door. It always has been. It's sort of part of their tradition, part of their style, and it's great. They have a hot relaxing back, the hot relaxing shoulder, the activated massage or the classic massage, and then you pick your intensity level. I just love it. That is a sign of success. That is when you're driving a car, you get to enjoy the experience just that much more than anybody else on the road. But don't forget, you are paying for that. Everything is a complete gigantic screen all the way across, from the gauges to the different modes you want in, to the amazing gigantic backup camera that has a round view, of course. Why would you not have a round view? It's a Mercedes. There are so many controls in this vehicle that you probably should read the owner's manual or at least get a tour from whoever you purchase the vehicle from. This vehicle comes in at $99,900. Of course, our vehicle is loaded. Why wouldn't it be? That's what they always give journalists. And I'm totally enjoying the experience. I have the sunroof closed. It's a very large sunroof right now. It is a two-door coupe. So looking at visibility, front and side is great. Mirrors, the rear view mirror is excellent. And of course you get your cameras, but in back it's going to have a sloped back, so it's going to have a little less visibility. Is that a deal breaker? No, it is not a deal breaker, not by any way, shape, or form. This is a two-seater car in my opinion. I know there's two seats in back. No one's going to want to sit in back. You sit in back as if you're going to lunch. It's a short distance. You got a dog back there. You got little kids back there. Really, this is designed for a very successful person who just has to show off. And this car is a show-off piece. The controls are everywhere. Just looking on the left side first, you've got things with your steering wheel and your lane departure and all of your safety features. You can put up, I don't know if you can see in back, I got that little, see right up there, I got the little screen going up and down. Yes, just so we don't get shade in the back. Moving over to the steering wheel, you've got your volume controls, and they're not just plastic volume controls. These are like metal knurled knobs. Beautiful. You got your cruise control on your left. You have your home screen and your volume controls here on your right. Really nicely done. I also like that you can adjust the little buttons and then push them in. That's pretty cool. The center console itself has different modes. You can have the auto off, shut off, which I do. You can then change your modes. If you want individual, sport, sport plus, comfort, or eco, you can choose your mode. Your volume control is also here, and you can adjust the headrests as you need. As far as brakes, big brakes, excellent performance, and this is a high output. This is the S560. You can get an AMG, you can get an S63 AMG, and then you're starting to build the dollars at that point. But you can also get it with a 6-cylinder. So they've got options available, but driving a vehicle like this makes a statement. Whether you're pulling up to the grocery store, to a friend's house, to work, whatever that might be, people will know when you're driving an S560 Mercedes. So overarching, I really love this car, from the head-up display to all the details and everything they've done. I'm just not a fan of two things. One, the trunk is a bit small, especially if you're going to go on a trip and you want to go to the airport. You may not be able to get a large piece of luggage inside, and I'm really not a fan of how you adjust the gauges or the prindle or the shifter, however you want to call it. One thing I do find amusing is I laugh at Mercedes. This gigantic Mercedes logos in the front. I think it should be bigger. There is no manufacturer today that has a larger logo than Mercedes. I get you're proud. You should be proud. You produce a great vehicle. This vehicle came in at $151,000, pretty much fully loaded. There's not much more you could possibly add to a vehicle like this. I suggest if you're looking at a car in this price category that you drive every vehicle that it competes with them before you make your final decision. Remember, there's a loyalty discount for sure when you stick with this brand and you've owned a Mercedes, and there's also a very large conquest discount if you're looking at the competitor vehicles. So don't leave that money on the table, and don't think it's $500. It can be well over $2,500, and you certainly don't want to take that off the car. The rule of thumb is never pay retail. In the business, they call that a laydown. You definitely don't want to be one of those on a vehicle at this price point. So again, don't forget to get all the incentives that you can and layer them up, and make sure to compete dealers against each other, because it's all about business. We thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos. Sign up for that Car Coach Reports. Check out our 4-Minute Friday every Friday morning at 9 o'clock Eastern. You will get everything that's going on in your automotive world. We appreciate your likes and shares, and we'll see you next time on Car Coach Reports. Have a good day.